Today, I want to share with you a simple yet life-changing practice. It doesn't require any fancy equipment or significant time commitment. It's something you can start right now. I'm talking about how you speak to yourself, your internal dialogue. For the next 3 days, I challenge you to consciously change how you talk to yourself, and I promise you'll be amazed by what happens. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in shaping our mental and emotional well-being, yet it is often overlooked in the rush of daily life. To start each day with gratitude is to create a foundation of positivity and resilience that can carry you through the challenges and uncertainties ahead. This simple practice does not require elaborate rituals or significant time commitments. It only requires a shift in perspective and a willingness to focus on the good in your life, even in the smallest details. When you wake up in the morning, before your thoughts are overtaken by the demands of the day, pause for a moment and reflect on the things you are grateful for. It could be the comfort of your bed, the warmth of sunlight streaming through your window, or the chance to experience another day of life. By consciously acknowledging these blessings, you set the tone for the day to come. Gratitude acts as a lens, coloring your perception of the world and making it easier to see opportunities, beauty, and kindness. Science supports the profound effects of gratitude on the brain. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude regularly can increase activity in the brain's prefrontal cortex, the area associated with decision-making, focus, and emotional regulation. This means that starting your day with gratitude not only makes you feel better emotionally, but also equips you to handle stress and challenges more effectively. It enhances your ability to approach problems with a clearer mind and a calmer disposition. Starting your day with gratitude also creates a ripple effect. When you begin by focusing on the positive, you are more likely to carry that mindset into your interactions and activities. People who practice gratitude often report feeling more connected to others and more satisfied with their relationships. This is because gratitude fosters empathy and a sense of appreciation for the people and experiences that enrich our lives. When you express gratitude internally or externally, it strengthens your connection to the world around you and deepens your sense of purpose. Incorporating gratitude into your morning routine doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as mentally listing 3 things you are thankful for as you brush your teeth or make your coffee. If you prefer a more structured approach, consider keeping a gratitude journal. Write down a few things you are grateful for each morning. This practice helps solidify your focus on the positive and provides a tangible record of blessings that you can revisit on more difficult days. Some people find it helpful to combine gratitude with other practices like meditation or deep breathing. For example, you might take a few moments to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and silently thank the universe, a higher power, or simply yourself for the good in your life. This can enhance the sense of peace and clarity that gratitude brings. One of the remarkable aspects of gratitude is its ability to coexist with difficulty. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, gratitude helps you find balance by acknowledging what is going well, even when life feels overwhelming. For example, during tough times, you might focus on gratitude for your resilience, for the support of loved ones, or for small moments of joy, like a comforting meal or a kind word from a stranger. This practice doesn't minimize your struggles, but provides the emotional strength to face them. Over time, starting your day with gratitude can lead to profound shifts in your overall outlook on life. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to see the good in situations and people. This doesn't mean you won't experience negative emotions or difficult moments, but it does mean that you'll have a powerful tool to help you navigate them with grace and perspective. If you're skeptical about the impact of such a simple practice, I encourage you to try it for just 3 days. Dedicate a few moments each morning to thinking about what you're grateful for, and notice how it affects your mood and interactions. Pay attention to how you approach challenges and how you feel about yourself and others. You may be surprised at how quickly gratitude can create a shift in your perspective. Gratitude is a gift you give yourself. It costs nothing and takes very little time, yet its rewards are immense. By starting your day with gratitude, you invite positivity, strength, and connection into your life. It's a small change with the potential for a profound impact. So tomorrow morning, as you open your eyes and greet the day, take a moment to reflect on the good in your life. Speak it silently or out loud, and let gratitude set the stage for the day ahead. It's a habit that could transform not just your mornings, but your entire outlook on life. Affirming your worth is one of the most empowering actions you can take to reshape your inner world and ultimately your life. The way you speak to yourself becomes the foundation of your self-esteem, influencing your decisions, actions, and even the way others perceive and interact with you. For many people, self-criticism has become second nature, often playing like a background track to their thoughts. These negative affirmations, though subtle, can be deeply damaging over time, eroding confidence and reinforcing feelings of inadequacy. The good news is that you can change this by consciously choosing to affirm your worth every day. Affirming your worth means recognizing your inherent value as a person, independent of external achievements, possessions, or others' opinions. It's about understanding that you are enough, just as you are, in this moment. This practice doesn't mean ignoring areas of growth or pretending to be perfect. Instead, it is about embracing yourself with compassion and acknowledging that your worth is intrinsic. When you affirm your worth, you create a mental environment where growth, healing, and self-acceptance can flourish. The impact of affirmations on the brain is profound. Neuroscience shows that the thoughts we repeatedly think can create and strengthen neural pathways, shaping how we perceive ourselves in the world. When you affirm your worth, you begin to rewire your brain to replace self-doubt with self-belief. Over time, this practice can shift your internal dialogue from one of negativity to one of encouragement and confidence. It's not just about saying words, but about engaging with them emotionally and believing in the possibility of their truth. Affirming your worth might feel uncomfortable or even unnatural at first, especially if you've spent years being self-critical. That's okay. Growth often begins with discomfort. The key is consistency and intention. Start by identifying phrases that resonate with you, such as "I am worthy," "I am capable," "I am deserving of love and success," or "I am proud of who I am becoming." Choose affirmations that feel authentic and meaningful, even if they challenge your current beliefs about yourself. Speak these affirmations to yourself daily. You might say them in front of a mirror, write them in a journal, or repeat them silently in your mind. The act of looking yourself in the eyes as you affirm your worth can be particularly powerful, as it creates a deeper connection with your words. If you struggle to believe the affirmations at first, consider adding a phrase like "I am learning to believe that," or "I am open to the possibility that," to ease into the practice. The way you phrase your affirmations matters. Use present tense and positive language. Instead of saying "I will stop doubting myself," say "I trust in my abilities." This subtle shift focuses your mind on the desired outcome rather than the problem. Affirmations should also be personal and specific. Tailor them to address the areas where you need the most encouragement or healing. One of the most transformative aspects of affirming your worth is the impact it has on how you handle challenges and setbacks. When your self-worth is grounded in affirmations of your inherent value, you are less likely to be shaken by external circumstances. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of your inadequacy, you see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This resilience allows you to face difficulties with confidence and maintain a sense of stability even in uncertain times. Affirming your worth also has a ripple effect on your relationships. When you treat yourself with kindness and respect, you set the tone for how others should treat you. People are drawn to those who exude self-assurance and authenticity, and your positive self-talk can inspire and uplift those around you. Additionally, a strong sense of self-worth enables you to set healthy boundaries, ensuring that your relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. It's important to recognize that affirming your worth is not about inflating your ego or fostering arrogance. True self-worth is rooted in humility and self-awareness. It is the quiet confidence of knowing your value without needing to prove it to others. This inner security allows you to celebrate your strengths while acknowledging your imperfections, creating a balanced and grounded sense of self. If you find it difficult to affirm your worth, consider exploring the roots of your self-doubt. Sometimes negative self-talk stems from past experiences, criticisms, or societal pressures. By identifying these influences, you can begin to challenge and replace them with affirmations that reflect your true value. Therapy, mindfulness practices, or conversations with trusted friends or mentors can also provide valuable support on this journey. Remember, affirming your worth is not a one-time event, but a lifelong practice. Like any habit, it takes time and effort to cultivate. Be patient with yourself and celebrate the small shifts you notice along the way. Over time, these affirmations will become second nature, and the positive changes in your thoughts and behaviors will reinforce the belief in your worth. You are deserving of kindness, love, and respect, not just from others, but from yourself. By affirming your worth, you take an active role in shaping the narrative of your life. You become the author of your story, choosing words that uplift, inspire, and empower. And in doing so, you create a foundation of self-belief that can carry you through any challenge and help you embrace the fullness of who you are. Visualizing your future is a powerful tool that allows you to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the life you desire. This practice is not merely about daydreaming or wishful thinking. It is an intentional act of creating a mental image of the person you want to become and the life you want to live. When done with focus and consistency, visualization can help you unlock potential, overcome self-imposed limitations, and bring clarity to your goals. It is a way to train your mind to believe in possibilities, which in turn shapes your reality. The process of visualization begins with clarity. To effectively envision your future, you must first define what you truly want. This requires introspection and honesty with yourself. Ask questions like, what kind of person do I want to be? What values do I want to embody, and what specific goals or dreams do I want to achieve? Be as specific as possible in your answers. The more detailed your vision, the more powerful your visualization will be. For example, instead of simply imagining success, picture yourself achieving a specific milestone, receiving an award, starting a business, or completing a marathon. Once you have a clear idea of what you want, begin to create a vivid mental picture of that reality. Close your eyes and immerse yourself in the scene. Imagine not just what it looks like, but also what it feels, sounds, and even smells like. If you're visualizing a future where you're speaking confidently to an audience, picture the faces in the crowd, hear the applause, and feel the warmth of the lights on stage. Engage all your senses to make the experience as real as possible. This sensory engagement strengthens the neural connections in your brain, making your vision feel attainable and within reach. The science behind visualization is rooted in the brain's incredible ability to adapt and grow. When you vividly imagine a scenario, your brain activates similar neural pathways to those used when you're actually experiencing the event. This phenomenon, known as mental rehearsal, primes your brain and body to perform as if the experience has already occurred. Athletes, performers, and high achievers often use visualization techniques to prepare for competitions, presentations, or challenges. By repeatedly visualizing success, they condition their minds to expect and achieve it. However, visualization is not limited to preparing for specific events. It can also be a tool for personal transformation. When you consistently visualize yourself as the person you want to become, you start to adopt the thoughts, behaviors, and habits aligned with that version of yourself. For instance, if you envision yourself as a confident, composed individual, you may find yourself standing taller, speaking more assertively, and taking risks that align with your goals. Your brain begins to see this new version of yourself as your reality, and your actions naturally follow. Another key aspect of visualization is the emotional connection it fosters. It's not enough to simply see your desired future, you must also feel it. Emotions like joy, gratitude, and excitement amplify the impact of visualization by reinforcing positive associations in your brain. When you feel these emotions as you visualize, you create a powerful feedback loop that motivates you to take action. For example, if you're visualizing financial stability, feel the relief and satisfaction that comes with paying off debts, building savings, or enjoying the freedom to travel. These emotions make your vision more compelling and real. Consistency is essential when it comes to visualization. It's not a one-time exercise, but a daily practice. Set aside a few minutes each day to focus on your vision. This could be in the morning to set the tone for your day, during a quiet moment in the afternoon, or as part of your evening wind-down routine. Over time, the act of visualizing your future will become second nature, and its effects will compound. While visualization is a powerful tool, it is most effective when combined with action. It's not enough to imagine success, you must also take steps toward it. Visualization provides the motivation, focus, and confidence needed to pursue your goals, but it is your actions that bring them to fruition. Use your vision as a roadmap, breaking it down into actionable steps that move you closer to your desired outcome. Celebrate small wins along the way to reinforce your progress and maintain momentum. It's also important to approach visualization with an open mind and flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and your goals or circumstances may evolve over time. Be willing to adapt your vision as needed while staying true to your core values and desires. Visualization is a dynamic process that grows with you, helping you navigate life's changes with clarity and purpose. One of the most transformative aspects of visualization is the sense of empowerment it brings. When you take the time to envision your future, you affirm your ability to shape your destiny. You shift from a passive mindset where life happens to you to an active one where you are the architect of your experience. This shift in perspective fosters confidence, resilience, and a deep sense of self-belief. In a world filled with distractions and uncertainties, visualization offers a moment of focus and alignment. It reminds you of what truly matters and keeps you grounded in your purpose. By consistently visualizing your desired future, you create a mental blueprint that guides your decisions and actions, bringing you closer to the life you want. It's a practice that doesn't just change how you see yourself, it changes what you believe is possible. And when you believe in possibilities, you unlock the potential to turn them into reality. Speaking to yourself like a friend is a transformative practice that can dramatically improve your mental and emotional well-being. It's a shift from the harsh, critical, and judgmental inner dialogue that many of us are accustomed to toward a tone of kindness, encouragement, and compassion. This practice acknowledges that the way you talk to yourself has a profound impact on how you see yourself, how you navigate challenges, and how you show up in the world. By treating yourself with the same empathy and understanding that you would offer to a dear friend, you foster a healthier relationship with yourself and create a foundation for personal growth and resilience. Many people struggle with an inner critic, a voice that magnifies mistakes, highlights flaws, and perpetuates feelings of inadequacy. This critical voice often stems from societal pressures, past experiences, or unrealistic expectations we place on ourselves. While constructive self-evaluation is important, self-criticism that lacks compassion can be paralyzing. It undermines self-esteem and creates a mental environment where fear and doubt thrive. Speaking to yourself like a friend offers an alternative, a voice of support that motivates rather than diminishes you. To understand this practice, imagine how you would respond if a close friend came to you feeling upset, uncertain, or defeated. You likely wouldn't criticize them or dismiss their feelings. Instead, you would listen, offer encouragement, and remind them of their strengths. You might say, "It's okay to feel this way. You're doing your best, and I'm proud of you for trying." This kind of response is rooted in empathy and kindness, qualities that build trust and connection. Now consider the difference it would make if you spoke to yourself in the same way during moments of difficulty. When you talk to yourself like a friend, you cultivate self-compassion. Self-compassion involves recognizing that it's okay to be imperfect, to struggle, and to experience setbacks. It's about giving yourself permission to be human. This doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior or avoiding accountability. Rather, it means approaching yourself with understanding and patience as you work through challenges. Self-compassion is not indulgent or weak. It is a strength that allows you to recover more quickly from adversity and to approach problems with a clearer mind. Speaking to yourself like a friend also fosters resilience. Life is full of uncertainties and obstacles, and how you respond to these moments can either hinder or help you. When your inner voice is kind and supportive, you are more likely to face challenges with confidence and creativity. Instead of being consumed by self-doubt, you can focus on finding solutions and moving forward. A compassionate inner dialogue reminds you that setbacks are not the end of the story, they are opportunities to learn and grow. To begin this practice, start by paying attention to your inner dialogue. Notice the tone and content of the thoughts you direct at yourself, especially in moments of stress or failure. Are your words harsh and critical, or are they understanding and constructive? Awareness is the first step in making a change. Once you recognize negative self-talk, challenge it by asking, would I say this to a friend in the same situation? If the answer is no, reframe your words to reflect kindness and support. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm such a failure for making that mistake," pause and reframe the thought. A friendlier response might be, Mistakes are part of learning. I did my best and I can try again with what I've learned. This shift in perspective doesn't deny the mistake, but places it in a context of growth and self-acceptance. Over time, practicing this reframing will make compassionate self-talk more natural. It can also be helpful to use affirmations or reminders that reinforce a supportive inner voice. Phrases like "I am worthy of love and kindness, I am doing my best," and "that is enough," or "I trust myself to handle this," can serve as anchors during difficult moments. Writing these affirmations down and placing them where you'll see them regularly can keep them at the forefront of your mind. Another way to practice speaking to yourself like a friend is to engage in self-reflection through journaling. Write about a recent challenge and imagine how you would respond to a friend experiencing the same situation. Then direct those words of encouragement and understanding toward yourself. This exercise helps reinforce the habit of compassionate self-talk and provides a tangible way to process your emotions. Speaking to yourself like a friend also requires patience and consistency. Years of self-critical habits don't disappear overnight, and there will be times when negative thoughts resurface. In these moments, remind yourself that change is a process and that every effort towards self-compassion is a step in the right direction. Celebrate small victories, like catching a negative thought and reframing it, and acknowledge the progress you're making. This practice not only benefits your relationship with yourself, but also enhances your interactions with others. When you treat yourself with kindness and respect, you are better equipped to extend those qualities to others. You become more empathetic, understanding, and supportive in your relationships because you are no longer operating from a place of inner criticism and insecurity. Speaking to yourself like a friend is about creating an inner environment where you feel safe, valued, and encouraged. It's about becoming your own ally rather than your own adversary. This shift in perspective has the power to transform not only how you see yourself, but also how you navigate life's challenges and opportunities. By treating yourself with the same kindness you offer to those you care about, you build a foundation for self-confidence, resilience, and lasting personal growth. Letting go of past mistakes is one of the most liberating practices you can adopt for your mental and emotional well-being. Carrying the weight of past missteps often leads to feelings of guilt, shame, and regret that can linger, holding you back from fully embracing the present and stepping confidently into the future. While it's natural to reflect on the past and learn from it, allowing mistakes to define you or overshadow your progress can become a significant obstacle. Letting go is not about ignoring what happened, but about releasing the emotional grip these experiences have on you, making space for growth, self-compassion, and renewed focus. Mistakes are an inevitable part of life. They are markers of effort, learning, and the human condition. Nobody goes through life without encountering moments of failure, poor judgment, or unintentional harm. Yet the meaning we attach to these mistakes is what determines their impact on our lives. When we view mistakes as irreparable flaws or signs of inadequacy, we place ourselves in a mental prison, unable to move forward. In contrast, when we see them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement, they become stepping stones on the path to becoming our best selves. To begin the process of letting go, it is essential to acknowledge and accept the mistake. Suppressing or denying what happened only prolongs the emotional burden. Acceptance doesn't mean condoning the mistake or pretending it wasn't significant. It means recognizing that it occurred and allowing yourself to confront the emotions attached to it. This can be challenging as it requires vulnerability and self-honesty. However, acknowledging your mistake is the first step toward freeing yourself from its hold. Once you have acknowledged the mistake, it is important to reflect on what you can learn from it. Every mistake carries a lesson, whether it's about your choices, habits, or areas of growth. Reflecting on these lessons allows you to reframe the mistake as a valuable experience rather than a source of shame. For instance, if you made a poor decision in a relationship, consider what it taught you about communication, boundaries, or self-awareness. By extracting the lessons, you shift your focus from regret to personal development. A critical part of letting go is self-forgiveness. Forgiving yourself doesn't mean ignoring accountability or diminishing the impact of your actions. It means recognizing that you are human and deserving of compassion. Self-forgiveness involves separating your identity from your actions. You are not defined by a single moment or mistake. Remind yourself that you are a work in progress and every day offers a chance to make better choices. Practice saying to yourself, I did my best with what I knew at the time, and I am committed to learning and growing. It's also important to address the emotions tied to the mistake. Feelings of guilt or regret often stem from unmet expectations or the harm caused to others. Take time to process these emotions without judgment. Journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or seeking support from a therapist can provide a safe space to explore your feelings and gain perspective. Sometimes offering an apology or making amends can also help in releasing the emotional weight of a mistake, particularly when others have been affected. While you cannot control how others respond, taking responsibility for your actions demonstrates integrity and can help in your healing process. Letting go also involves setting boundaries with your inner critic. The voice in your head that constantly reminds you of your mistake can be relentless and harsh. Challenge these thoughts by asking yourself, is this thought helping me grow or holding me back? Replace self-critical thoughts with affirmations of self-worth and progress. For example, instead of thinking, I always mess up, remind yourself, I am capable of learning and improving over time. This practice can reframe your mindset and reduce the power of negative self-talk. Another valuable practice in letting go is mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches you to focus on the present moment, breaking the cycle of ruminating on the past. Through mindfulness, you can observe your thoughts without judgment and gently redirect your attention to the here and now. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply engaging in activities that bring you joy and focus can anchor you in the present. These practices remind you that the past is unchangeable, but the present is full of possibilities. Letting go of past mistakes doesn't mean you'll forget them entirely, and that's okay. The goal is not to erase your past, but to release its hold on you. Think of it as carrying a heavy bag. You can choose to put the bag down and walk forward with greater ease and freedom. The memory of the mistake may remain, but its emotional weight no longer drags you down. This shift allows you to approach life with renewed energy and confidence. As you let go, it's also important to celebrate your resilience and progress. Acknowledge the courage it takes to face your mistakes and move forward. Every step you take in releasing the past is a testament to your strength and commitment to growth. Celebrate small victories like catching yourself before falling into a spiral of regret or practicing self-forgiveness in a difficult moment. These acts of self-care reinforce your belief in your ability to grow beyond your mistakes. Letting go of past mistakes is not always a linear process. There may be moments when old regrets resurface or when you feel tempted to dwell on what went wrong. Be patient and gentle with yourself during these times. Progress is not about perfection, but about persistence. Each time you choose to let go, you strengthen your ability to embrace life with an open heart and mind. Letting go of past mistakes is an act of self-liberation. It frees you from the chains of guilt and regret, allowing you to fully engage with the present and build the future you desire. It's a declaration that you are more than your past, more than your failures, and more than your failures, and more than your missteps. By releasing the hold of past mistakes, you create space for growth, healing, and the opportunity to become the best version of yourself. Celebrating small wins is a powerful yet often overlooked strategy for building momentum, cultivating self-confidence, and maintaining motivation in the pursuit of your goals. While large accomplishments are undoubtedly significant, the journey toward achieving them is typically filled with numerous smaller milestones. Recognizing and appreciating these moments of progress can transform your mindset, keeping you energized and focused even during challenging times. This practice is not just about rewarding yourself, it's about acknowledging effort, reinforcing positive behaviors, and creating a sense of forward movement. In our fast-paced world, many people are conditioned to focus solely on end results, often dismissing the small steps they take along the way. This tendency can lead to feelings of frustration or inadequacy, especially when progress seems slow. Celebrating small wins counters this mindset by shifting attention to the present and highlighting the value of incremental progress. Every small win represents a step closer to your larger goals, and by recognizing these achievements, you create a sense of accomplishment that fuels further action. One of the key benefits of celebrating small wins is the positive impact it has on your brain's reward system. When you acknowledge a success, no matter how minor, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with feelings of pleasure and motivation. This chemical response not only makes you feel good in the moment, but also reinforces the behavior that led to the win, making you more likely to repeat it. Over time, this creates a cycle of positive reinforcement where consistent effort is rewarded and becomes a habit. For example, if your goal is to improve your physical fitness, it's easy to focus solely on achieving a certain weight or running a specific distance. However, celebrating smaller achievements like completing a week of consistent workouts or running a mile without stopping can provide immediate gratification and keep you motivated. These moments of recognition remind you that progress is happening, even if the ultimate goal is still on the horizon. Another advantage of celebrating small wins is that it builds confidence. Each time you recognize a step forward, you affirm your capability and dedication. This is particularly important when facing long-term goals that require sustained effort and patience. Confidence grows through experience and success, and small wins provide tangible evidence of your ability to succeed. They act as a reminder that you are on the right path and capable of overcoming obstacles. Moreover, acknowledging small wins helps you stay present and mindful. Goals often come with a sense of urgency or pressure, causing people to focus too much on the future and overlook the present. By pausing to celebrate small victories, you ground yourself in the here and now, appreciating the journey rather than fixating solely on the destination. This shift in perspective reduces stress and allows you to find joy in the process. To effectively celebrate small wins, it's essential to identify and define them. Small wins can take many forms: completing a task you've been procrastinating on, making progress on a project, or even taking a step outside your comfort zone. The key is to break down larger goals into smaller, manageable actions and recognize each one as a victory. Celebrating small wins doesn't require grand gestures or extravagant rewards. Simple acknowledgments, such as taking a moment to reflect on your progress, sharing your achievement with a friend, or treating yourself to something you enjoy, can be incredibly meaningful. The act of celebration should align with your preferences and values, making it a personal and rewarding experience. For example, if you enjoy nature, you might celebrate by taking a walk in the park. If you love journaling, you could write about your accomplishment and how it makes you feel. Incorporating rituals or routines for celebrating small wins can make the practice even more effective. For instance, at the end of each day or week, take a few minutes to list the positive actions or achievements you've made. This habit reinforces a sense of gratitude and keeps you attuned to your progress. Over time, you'll start to notice how these small wins add up, creating a sense of momentum that propels you forward. Celebrating small wins is also a way to cultivate resilience. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. By focusing on what you've achieved rather than dwelling on what went wrong, you build a mindset that prioritizes progress over perfection. Small wins remind you that every step counts, even in the face of challenges. This practice is especially valuable when working toward goals that involve personal development or lifestyle changes. Habits like eating healthier, meditating, or learning a new skill can take time to establish. Celebrating milestones along the way reinforces your commitment and prevents burnout. For instance, if you're learning a new language, celebrating milestones like mastering a set of vocabulary words or having your first basic conversation in that language can motivate you to keep going. Another important aspect of celebrating small wins is the message it sends to yourself. It reinforces the idea that your efforts matter and that you are worthy of recognition. This is particularly significant for individuals who struggle with self-doubt or perfectionism. By acknowledging your progress, you counter the tendency to downplay achievements or set unrealistically high standards for success. You create a positive narrative about your capabilities and value. Celebrating small wins is about fostering a mindset of appreciation and growth. It teaches you to find fulfillment in the journey rather than waiting for a distant endpoint. Each small win is a reminder that progress is being made, that effort is worthwhile, and that success is a series of steps rather than a single leap. By embracing this practice, you not only enhance your motivation and confidence, but also create a more joyful and rewarding path toward your goals.